Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Board YouTube channel for today's Pick and Roll live stream presented by FanDuel here for the Tuesday NBA slate. 6 NBA games to talk about. 6 of those games, all 6 of them are NBA Cup games, so we should have some interesting matchups here, and we're going to get into it over the course of the show today. My name is Jacob. I'm here with my co-host, as always, PipsNBA for the show. We'll be going through all 6 of these games. We'll be seeing if Pips has any picks to give out for those games. And then we'll send it over to you guys in the chat. If you have any questions, you have any bets for the day you want comments on, send them in the chat. We'll get to them a little bit later on. You can send them right now. I'll queue them up and save them for a little bit later on. So have no fear if you want to just post it right now and don't have to worry about it. But let's get started today with a recap of the previous show's bets. This was another tough one for us. It's kind of on both ends of the sword here. We have the winner on RJ Barrett, Grady Dick, Ben Mathurin. Grady Dick positive hooks us. He ends with exactly 15 points. We needed his 15 plus points, so that's fine. However, for the other 2 plays, Jaden Ivey goes 3 of 12 and takes, I think it was 7 free throws and still does not cover his 15 plus line. He ends with 12 points. Had a late 3-point opportunity to cover. Doesn't get there. Alperen Şengün, well, at the time, he had a potential layup at the buzzer to go over his PRA. Fumbled the pass, then I think got blocked. In the end, they took away one of his stats, so it still wouldn't have gone over anyways. But
Thank
still,
God that he didn't make it.
That would have been twice in the space of 1 week, where we have a positive hook that has a stat taken away. But how, like, Ivy, 3 of 12, 7 free throws, looks like a great position there. Duren covers. Zach LaVine covered later in the game. Şengün, right there. How does this keep happening? We're right there on these plays, Pips.
Yeah, everything's close. Even the Dick one, he had 13 at the half.
Yeah.
And didn't score anything until late into the fourth. With
he had 2 free throws.
Yeah. Mathurin had terrible first half until the last minute.
And then hit 2 threes.
The second half, he went nuclear. Like, I didn't know he can shoot the ball that well. Like, you remember, like, in the fourth, I think like 4 straight threes or something.
Yeah, I think it was 17 fourth quarter points. He had 11 going into the fourth. He had 2 going into the last minute of the first half, and then he had 8 at half. So, like I said, we had like some plays that looked like they were going to win and didn't, and we have a play here that maybe didn't look. We had some that looked like they're going to win, didn't. We have a play here that maybe didn't look like it was going to win, then did. Or
the thing that surprised me the most in that game, I mean, Pacers defense was awful overall, but Mathurin did play great defense, and Dick, for God knows why, how, or I was surprised by it. I had the Mathurin as a not good defensive guy. He was decent, but overall, Pacers dominant usage guys that can drive to the rim are annihilating them so far this season.
Yeah, 39 points for RJ Barrett. Yesterday, Raptors catch a rare dub against the Pacers, but
they're so bad that they can make AJ look really good. So yeah.
I'm gonna ignore that. The show definitely in a good spot. I know it's slightly down, but the plays look good, and we'll lengthen the sample size. The NBA isn't even a month old as of yet. We'll lengthen the sample size, and results are bound, I think, to follow based on the way things are heading. But we'll get to the 6 games here, see if there's any picks for those in just a moment here. Let's give a quick word to our sponsor here, the FanDuel Sportsbook, the presenting sponsor on this channel, because FanDuel still offering the amazing opportunity here, because right now they're giving everyone 3 months of NBA League Pass. All you have to do to get involved with that, to catch all the games around the league, is place any $5 bet on the NBA. With the full season of NBA betting from the show, your betting, or whichever players you want to be following along, make sure you're watching them live with this offer available to you from League Pass, and sweat out your plays while watching it live. Adds on to a little bit more fun. On top of this, for a limited time, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if your first bet wins. So visit FanDuel.com/board, BOARD, the name of the channel, to get 3 months of NBA League Pass courtesy of FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NBA. But must be 21 plus and present in select states for Kansas affiliation with Kansas Star Casino. Or 18 plus and present in DC. First time online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued if non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expires 7 days after receipt. After 3 months free trial, the full price of League Pass will be automatically charged monthly. Cancel anytime. No refunds. Terms, restrictions, and embargoes apply. Limit 1 pass per customer. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelpline.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. Let's jump to the games today on the board here on the FanDuel Sportsbook. The first one is a big one. This is an exciting one. The Cleveland Cavaliers. Sorry if you hear the sirens outside my apartment. The Cleveland Cavaliers, 5.5-point underdogs against the Boston Celtics. The Cleveland Cavaliers are 15-0. They still have not lost an NBA game. But the Celtics are widely regarded as the best team in the NBA. They are 11-3. The Celtics at home, 5.5-point favorite. Yeah, it's so exciting. Everyone's talking about it outside. They're talking about the Cavaliers-Celtics game. 5.5 on the spread. I feel like this is a bit further than I thought it would be, but I did think the Celtics would be favored. What do you think about the 5.5?
I have a big question about Celtics so far. Like, are they playing with their food, or they are not that good as expected? Like, two sides of the coin. Like, are they just not playing hard and looking not? They don't look good. Like, I mean, they don't look it's champions, but they don't.
They don't look like the dominant champions.
Yeah, they are like the Raptors game. They almost lost. They lost to the Hawks. They played close game with Bucks. Overtime with the Nets. Lost to the Golden State. So overall, last couple of games they didn't look good. We bet them. They lost against the Boston. Against the Pacers, that game Pacers. After that, didn't look good at all. So yeah, I don't know if they're maybe just playing with their food, because I do see them playing terrible defense on purpose. Like, they are like probably trying to, like, okay, we are not good at playing this. Let's try to play this to improve there. Like, I think that could be the big thing about why they suck. There's no way the team with those kind of defenders. I'll just check the numbers now. So Boston Celtics allow 4th most points in the paint in the entire league. That's just unreal. And if you take a look at the last season, I think they were like top 5 in paint defense, which is incredible. Like,
well, granted, they're like Keita's starting at center, so I'll spare them a little bit. Keita's like a decent player, but
I mean, I think Horford is starting most of the games, not back-to-backs only. I think back-to-backs, Horford is always out, but in the regular games, it's Horford inside. I mean, he's old, but he played a lot for them last season as well. So, I mean, he's not Porzingis, but still. And they have Tatum, they have Drew, they have White, they have Brown, all positive defensive players. Even Horford is still positive defense, like 5 positive defensive players, and their defense leaks inside. Easy basket.
Yeah, I think for both teams, this is going to be a great measuring stick sort of performance, because if Boston bring the level they brought to the Hawks game and the Raptors game, they'll lose this one. And for the Cavaliers, I'm not trying to mince a 15-game win streak to start the season. They haven't played a lot of like really good tests. Now, one of their big tests against the Warriors, they were up 40 points at halftime. So when they have been tested by some high-quality teams this season, they've still come up and come good. But they have this one today.
They won pretty easily against Knicks, against Lakers, against Magic. I mean, yeah, didn't have the best schedule, but they were winning comfortable, and they are also playing with their foot. Like it's not like they are trying to win by 30. They are trying to like get the chemistry. Like games against the Bulls, most obvious one. Like they won by 6 and by 18. First game and won by 6. They were not playing of their 100%. Like anyone that watched that game could see that they did. Like they're just scared to get another win and that's it. Like so overall, I do think this should. I was really high on the Cavs before the season. I'm even higher now. Of course, it's 15-0, but the way they are playing, like it's really a good team ball. The ball is moving, unlike a Celtics. They're just playing iso ball, and knocking up threes. So yeah, I don't know. I think Cavs are covering 5.5.
I would probably lean towards the Cavs as well. So I was just kind of going through the line history here. This one opened at, I think it was 4.5. So the Celtics have been bet up. The Celtics have taken on money here, which is the reason the spread is now out to 5.5.
Can
I
we?
would I feel more. Yeah, I think the Celtics should be favored. I was expecting more so in the range of 3.5. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not confident enough to bet the Cavaliers at this, but I will watch with great interest to
I
see how this goes.
I probably be like ridiculed by this, but I think without Porzingis, I think Boston and Cleveland are equal. I don't think Celtics are a better team without Porzingis. With Horford at the five,
Well,
I
on a
I don't see.
neutral, like how is this priced? On a neutral, they'd probably price them 2.5 for the Celtics at this point. I think
No,
I think on a
I'm saying
neutral.
like no home court advantage. Like
Yeah, yeah.
take it for those teams. I'm thinking even without
I
Porzingis.
I feel like the Celtics would. I partially agree. I think the Celtics would be like very minimally favored, like 1 or 1.5 points. Without Porzingis. Yes. Let us know in the
I would
chat
say that
which side you like here.
I would say I think that
Right.
Cleveland Cavs are a better team. Do I think they will be like favorites? No. The
Okay. Okay.
everyone will have
Understood.
like Celtics by small, but I think Cleveland are a better team
Understood.
because uh, last season we had Garland being injured, like terrible. He was terrible last season. Garland
Yeah.
was one of my favorite players in the league, and then he completely terrible. Huge health issues. He came back this season. He looks amazing, like better than he was 2 seasons ago.
I thought he was
Mitchell,
cooked. Honestly. This is
yeah,
he's doing really
injured.
well.
Like he lost 7 pounds. I think like 7 to 10 pounds with the jaw injury, and yeah, looked gassed every like game and stuff. Uh, Now he looks great. He's a great playmaker. Donovan Mitchell willing to take a seat. Mobley made a improvement. Uh, they are healthy. Last season, Garland, Mitchell, and Mobley missed 77 games combined. In the playoffs against Boston Celtics, it was I think Jared Allen and Mitchell were out, and they were still competitive to some extent. I don't know. Like I just think the Cleveland are underrated team. When you look at the matchup wise, they have Mobley to guard Tatum. They have mostly of Coro or someone else to guard Brown, which is okay because he's drive heavy and they have great rim paint defense. On the other side, Garland, Boston leagues to pull up shooters. They have Mitchell and Garland, one of the best combo guards in the league. Then, yeah, I don't know. I just think like overall, the one of the probably the ugliest matchup for the Celtics in the league uh, is Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah. They can provide some problems. So we'll see how this one goes down. But this is an exciting game. Both teams, we get a really good sense of where they're at. Really, I know it's just one game, but we do get some sort of a sense of where they're at. This is definitely a marquee game, and it's in the NBA Cup, so that should be add to the excitement. I don't think it doesn't seem like you're pointing us towards any betting for this game. Should we move on to the next one?
Uh, I have a spot that I think could be good, but I will make it official bet just so we can like look into something.
Okay.
Uh, Yeah, it's heavy juice, so no go. But I do think Horford 8.5 points should be an over in this one.
Okay. So a bit of a lean
Like
there. Horford over 8.5. It's
last game, he played some 30 plus minutes this season. They need him against this tower front court of twin tower front court of the Cleveland Cavaliers. So when he gets like 25 minutes, 20 plus, I can open the props madness. So for this one, uh, when he gets 25 plus minutes, he crushed this line this season. Yeah, the matchups weren't great, but he wasn't needed to score in many of these games. Uh, Now they need him. We saw the last season in the playoffs when they needed him. He stepped up. Some games like 6 threes against the Cavs in the closing one game and stuff. He scores 58% from spot up. Cleveland Cavaliers allowed 25%, sixth most spot up, and they will put two on the ball against Brown and Tatum, and in a pick and pop, Horford will be wide open from three. I think almost the entire game.
what would be the price you need here because it's currently minus 106 at FanDuel.
Uh, Let me just. I mean that's a good price. Like I'm like taking a link here because I don't trust Horford to make them. I don't know. I'll just look how didn't look the percentage. Okay, so he's shooting 45% from three this season, which is kind of great. He did
Yeah.
increase his 3 point attempts compared to the last season. So I don't know. This looks really good for me. But we'll
Well,
make it official. Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No worries.
I know, I
A
know that's
big
not
lean.
clear, but I hate these high variance. Like he will get 5 to 6 3 pointers. So does he make two? Does he make three? Or if he makes two 3 pointers and one like layup, it's 8 points. So he's a hook. Yeah, it's tough for in this one.
All right. Big lean there. A very, very strong lean, but does
Yeah,
not go towards the official show record. So it's completely up to you if you'd like to play it. As any pick would be. But we'll move on
yeah.
here. 5 more games to go. Hornets at the Nets. -3 in favor of the Nets, who have looked a lot better than they were supposed to this season. I know they're 5-9, but this was projected to be the worst team in the NBA. They are not the worst team in the NBA. Any matchups you like for this game?
This is a weird one. I did do like kind of Camp Thomas, but then I look like the last couple of games he's not really there. Like he like we take a look at the last 10 games for Cam Thomas. He's over this under this line in 7 out of the 5. Weird game. Like first like back to back games to the Knicks. First game 22 field goal attempts. Second game 11 field goal attempts. They probably adjusted a bit on defense, but still, I am not confident in taking it. Though Hornets are known to send doubles to players like Tatum and I think Trey Young, and yeah, so that's a gamble. Like, do they send doubles or not? If they do, this is cooked. If they don't send, this is probably an over. So tough to bet. Schroeder, as expected, came really bad down
Yeah.
after insane
There was
start.
only one direction. He was so good at the start of the
Yeah,
season.
yeah. Like look at the last 9 games, 14 points average compared to the like 25 throughout the first 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also last game against the Knicks, 11 field goal attempts. That's just not gonna make it either way. So nothing there. Interesting under could be under on Ben Simmons because that guy is afraid to even look at the basket. Last game
Yeah.
against the Knicks, three field goal attempts. Yeah, he's
Jeez.
not covering this if he's taking less than 5, and in most of the games he didn't take more than 5. So yeah, looks real cooked. So I lean under on this one as well. It's 6.5. He needs to make 3 buckets. I
He needs
don't
to
know.
make
Like
4.
he's
What do you thought?
scoring
He
more
needs to
for
make
the
4.
paint. Hornets are not a great matchup for that. Lamelo Ball. This dude is absolutely incredible. The last game against Cleveland, he took 29 field goal attempts, which is absurd. But uh, the Nets will put two on him entire game.
Mhm.
So can bet that. Maybe that opens up something from Brandon Miller. But then look at the game. He is shooting 3 from 18, 5 from 17, and 6 from 20. So last 3 games he is shooting like 24% from the field on like 20 attempts a game. So we can bet that shit. Like that's incredible cold run. So yeah, then we end up with nothing on this game.
Fair
But we
enough.
can move maybe to the OKC versus Spurs. I could have a bet in
All
that
right.
one.
We'll jump up to the Spurs hosting the Thunder. Spurs, 9.5 point underdogs. Over under here of 222.5. Spurs on the season, currently sitting 6-8. The Thunder, 11-3, top of the West. What do you like here?
So in that game, we'll bet this Wemby status is like he is questionable for this game, I think, or is it? Oh, he's doubtful for this game. So I don't think he's playing. So the spread is kind of weird, 9.5, but they are away, so maybe that makes sense. But
Yeah,
I
you
do
like 12
expect
and a half
this to
if
be
the
a
Thunder were at home, I guess.
yeah, I do expect this to be a blowout. Like without Wemby, like they lost by 17 against Dallas, and it was uglier than the results are saying. Like they were down like 25 by the end of the third, and yeah, it looked ugly. Like Dallas it didn't play any starters in the fourth. So I will bet Stefan Castle under 12 and a half points, minus 120 at FanDuel. That will be the lowest I will go because it's widely available at minus 110, minus 115 on the market. And yeah, we can go to the props madness on this one. I'll just show like the matchup is absolutely terrible for this one. So looking at this, uh, he scored overs recently, but it was Lakers and Jazz. Like those are the softest matchups out there. And Portland Blazers, where he scored a lot of points because they were sending doubles to Wemby, but overall not covering. Like even against the Kings and the Wizards, who are easy matchups. But okay, we have Wemby out, but in his place we have Zach Collins, who had like almost a Wemby type of usage in the last game, where he had 30% usage. Ivasel is back, so he will take some usage of Castle. But the thing is, Castle played 20 minutes against the Thunders earlier this season, scored 0 points. Uh, we can see that guards against the Thunder under in 11 out of the last 15 average 10 points less than their normal numbers. He scores most of his points as a pick and roll ball handler, 25% of his points. Thunder ranked first in pick and roll ball handler defense, and by far the first. Like no one is even close. Second, they are like huge disparity between first and everyone else. They are third best, allowing third least in transition, allowing the least to isolation, allowing second least to the handoff. The only way their league points is spot up, and he's shooting like 29% from the three. He's not a good shooter. So even if he makes two threes, he still needs to make three buckets, and he's still under. So he'll need to make 4 buckets in addition to the two threes. And I doubt he makes two threes. He will like he's not a good shooter. Also, he scores 52% of his points in the paint, and Thunder are insane paint defense. They are ranked as third best paint defense. Overall, they are the best defense in the league by far, number one defensive rating. So overall, a really difficult matchup, and it's a 9.5 spread. It's a potential blowout, and since he became a starter and playing huge minutes, he's not playing in blowouts. Uh, he's not part of garbage unit, which is also a great for this Thunder.
All right, there we go. Um, would you worry a bit about, because it is NBA Cup? I guess that takes a little bit of the blowout potential away, or the rather garbage time potential. But do you still think they adjust late game if it's out of hand?
Only like maybe Thunder then play like hard defense entire game and then don't play with their food. But I still think he's under. Even if he plays like 26 minutes, 28 minutes in this one, uh, they have a like. I don't think they kind of care. How did they do in the first game?
For the Spurs, is the Thunder.
Spurs.
In the first NBA Cup game, they lost to the
Yeah,
Lakers by like a small amount, 5 points.
yeah. If they lose this one, they are out. So
Okay,
if they are losing by 10 or by 25, I think doesn't matter for this team.
fair enough. So that's the official play. Stephon Castle under 12.5 points. It's moved on FanDuel, but there's minus 110 out there in quite a few places. So we're going to be playing it at minus 110. If you're watching later in the day, or if all you have access to is something that's minus 120 or better, that is also fine to bet. So that's the first official pick from the show today. That is 3 of the games done, 3 more to go. Next one up, we have the Denver Nuggets away at the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis favored by 4 points in this one. Starting to get some of their guys back healthy. Still no Ja Morant, but starting to look a little bit better on the injury report. Nikola Jokic is questionable today. He's questionable. This still no Gordon as well, but this still feels a little weird at -4 for the Grizzlies. What do you think?
Questionable, but it's personal, so he should. I don't know what's the reason. Like it's questionable ruled out by personal reasons. So any news on that? Like what's the reason actually? I don't know.
I will look.
Just a second.
No worries. Let me see. I just saw his question, but I didn't even look at the reason. Personal reason would. He's healthy. So if he does play, you have a healthy Jokic, and you have the Nuggets +4. Let me
I do
see.
have a lean in this one, but I don't know what to even think about it. Like Jokic on assist is looking absolutely incredible as a bet. Like take a look at the last 7 games. The only time he didn't cover this, he was in a huge blowout against the Utah Jazz. So Jokic, can you turn on prop madness because this
Yes,
looks
yes.
unreal. Like this looks unreal. The only one you can see the blue arrow pointing down. Those are the minutes. So the only game he didn't cover was 9 assists against the Utah Jazz in a blowout. Every other game he had 13 plus assists.
Wow.
It's incredible, right? Like 15, 14, 16, 13, 13, 16. Like this is incredible numbers. And I don't know what the Memphis will do. Like, are they going to let Jaren Jackson defend him in single coverage? Possibly. That will probably mean Jaren Jackson gets in foul trouble real quick, and then they need to send the entire team on Jokic inside. It's a weird one, but if I look at the pure numbers, especially in the if this is a cup game for them, he averaged 13.7 rebound assists over the last 6 games and 13 plus in probably like he will get probably to 12 if he played fourth quarter against the Jazz as well. So these
Wow.
numbers are incredible. Like
Yeah.
tough to like stay away from it. Like even against the Wolves, 13 assists in a loss. Like they didn't send doubles to him in that game. They let if he still got to 13. So maybe that should be like the let's make this second bet. Jokic over 9.5 assists.
All right. 9.5 assists. So Jokic is questionable. If he doesn't play, the bet voids. If he does
But
play,
yeah, if he is playing, this is insane line. And if he's playing, we know that he's healthy. So his question tag is only like probably helping this. I honestly am surprised to see this line. I think he was like 11.5 assists 2 days ago, like last game that he played.
he's probably being listed as as if he's questionable with an injury.
Yeah.
That's all I can really think about here. Or just who knows, because he's coming back for personal reasons. We don't know exactly what that entails. I just look for some information. I guess out of privacy, nothing's out there. Jake mentions that a Nuggets beat reporter said that he and his family are okay. So hopefully everything goes all right there. That being said, who knows how things affect certain players. This is priced as if he's dealing with an injury, though. So a decent spot, especially if he suits up. If he doesn't, then the bet just voids. But minus 113 odds available at FanDuel. I'm just trying to see if there's some better. Yeah, there's slightly better out there. There's minus 110 as well, but minus 113 is fine to take in this spot. Anthony mentions he got 12 plus earlier at 250. Yeah, going for a ladder hit. Not a bad spot to do that. We'll hope Jokic suits up. I'm just trying to look at the Denver Nuggets schedule here. So they have today's game, of course, against the Grizzlies. Then they're off for a couple days, and then have a back-to-back on Friday and Saturday. Now, if I'm Jokic and I can get another 3 days off by missing this game, I don't know where he's at right now. I'd probably say I wouldn't play this game. I take Wednesday, Thursday off, and then I'm back for Friday, Saturday. But Jokic, who knows how he's thinking about this. He likes playing basketball, so... Well, if he's playing, we got a good bet here, essentially. That's all it comes down to. So, Nikola Jokic, over 9.5, minus 113.
That's my thing. Like, that's my approach. Like, he's healthy. If he's playing, he's good to go. It's a cup game. He's playing 40 minutes. And we get the discount on the line because I don't know why. So,
yeah,
and also, the big thing about this is the only way, the only like problem for the Memphis Grizzlies defense is transition and spot up. I watched the last season games against the Memphis. He had like 3 to 4 assists out of rebounds in throwing the ball in transition like a quarterback. They still suck in transition defense. They still suck at the spot up. I think this is almost like a good spot for Jokic overall. Like matchup for assists should be overall good, even though the numbers say that the Memphis allow ninth least assists, but I do think like this is like a different kind of matchup, different kind of defense when you have Jokic on the court. You can look at these numbers and say like. I know I'm not probably talking a bit much about this, but Wolves allow fifth least assist in the league. He had 13. Thunder allows 7 least assists. He had 16 and 13. So it doesn't matter when he's playing. Like the numbers are just doesn't matter. Like, Thunder don't give out assists, and then Nikola Jokic in 2 games has 26 potential assists and 32 potential assists. I know that sounds crazy, but Jokic had 32 and 26 potential assists, so like 60 potential assists over the 2 games against the team that allows almost the least assist in the league. Things just change when you have Jokic on the floor. Like Thunder defensive scheme is out of the window as soon as the game starts against Jokic.
All right, so if he plays, we have a good bet. If he doesn't play, it voids. That's all it will come down to. People in chat are mentioning it could be for the birth of a child. His wife's having a kid. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that, but if he's playing, we got a good bet. That's it.
If it's the birth of the child, I'm 100% sure that that's the reason. Like people from like Eastern Europe and stuff like that, that's just like no games. Yeah, especially for Jokic. He's a family guy.
Jokic's a big family guy. Yeah, of course. A great reason to miss a game. No question. That will do it for that game. Let's move on to the next game. New Orleans at Dallas. The spread here is 12. Big spread. Pelicans dealing with the most injuries in the league. Dallas looking decent so far this season, 7-7. Probably thought they'd be a little bit better. Anything you can comment on for the game here?
If I didn't think this is an easily blowout, I would bet Doncic assist over. But with this being like a easy blowout for Dallas, I don't want to bet anything. And defenses are not that great, so I can say like, let's bet under because it's a blowout. Because I really don't know who to bet the under on. So a rough one.
All
I
right.
don't know with
Oh, I
this guy.
mean,
Like, is Brandon Boston like playing like blowout minutes? They
yes,
didn't put him in a
he
blowout.
was in a game. I had an over on him in, and thankfully he did. That's only I only have one game of reference, but he got minutes late in one of the games I was following. Um,
Yeah, I don't know. Like this is a decent matchup for him. I'm not going to bet it, but I think this is a decent matchup for him. In the 22 plus minutes this season, he covered this in 6 out of 9, average 15 points. Struggled against the Thunder, which is expected. Shot poorly against the Lakers, but overall, I think this is a great matchup for him. So I don't know, like it's not widely available, so no bet here. But if he's playing the garbage minutes and this is a blowout, this should
well,
be
it's
an easy
NBA
under
Cup.
over.
He might just be playing those minutes anyways.
Oh yeah, yeah, that also makes sense. He's also
Um,
projected to play 36 minutes either way. So
and the
36
Pelicans, by
minutes.
the way, won their first NBA Cup game, so this will he'll probably play the entire game regardless.
I think also Dallas could put doubles on Brandon Ingram because there is not a real threat outside of him. It's Javante Green, Missy, they don't care about them. Trey Murphy is playing thrower, but I don't know. The third scoring option is Brandon Boston. So I do think the line at 13 and a half for 36 minutes is crazy, crazy low. Like he's playing 36 minutes a game and having 30% usage, 20% usage. I don't know if he played any games last season with big minutes, but yeah, I think this is low. Just just a low line. Like if when it becomes widely available, probably something to look into. But now it's only up on few books, so look into it when it's added to like FanDuel or stuff.
What would be the price you would want to play that?
Uh, a regular 13 and a half plus with my up to minus 125, probably hoping for minus 115, minus 120.
Okay, so that's where we're at with Brandon Boston on points for later. Trying to look around, yeah, not really, I don't think there's really anything out there, but
Also,
it's not open in a lot of spots.
one interesting part about this bet is if you look at the last couple of games, he had 6, 7, 10, 4, and 8 rebounds, which is kind of interesting because like his line probably be at the 5, so maybe points and rebounds line when it's up. So yeah, just look into the stuff.
Keep a lookout
Yeah.
for Boston a little bit later. All right, last game to go through. Then we'll get to some of the questions from the chat. The Jazz plus 11 on the road at the Lakers. Lakers won their first NBA Cup game, which we talked about, 120-115 against the San Antonio Spurs. The Jazz, because this could matter in a blowout, believe they lost their NBA Cup opener, and they did to the Suns. So must-win game situation in a way for the Jazz here. A plus 11. Any way you can handicap this one here?
This is tough one. Kind of it. I just kind of have some good players. Like they have like Lauri Markkanen, and they have like I don't know, like good like names on the paper. Like they have Collins, Clarkson, Sexton, Kijonte, like some decent players, but their defense sucks. So the Lakers, if they have like both in LeBron, which is a certain thing for the cup game, should run away. I'll probably be on the all over the LeBron James assists in this one. I think he's getting probably going for another triple double in this one, but blowout concern is huge. So if he
But
doesn't touch,
I don't think they'll pull. I don't know. I don't think they'll pull players because they need point differential.
So Lakers won the first game
by 5.
by 5. Yeah, that's not a good margin. They need to push it harder. So this is an interesting spot. Yeah. Uh, just a second. I think
I
Rui
like it. It
Hachimura.
adds a different wrinkle to have just to have the NBA Cup games. It just with the way the minutes are played, the way you play hard right to the end, it just adds a different wrinkle to this.
Yeah. Hachimura is questionable, but he needs practice, so this could be a good spot for Dalton Knecht. Their lines are not. I think there are no lines up for him, which is unfortunate. But let me check something for this one. Yeah, I do think like LeBron is going to for his triple double. If you take a look at the last couple of games, he hit this 10 plus assist in 6 of 8, average 11 assists. In the game against the Pelicans, he had 5 assists only, but 13 potential, so the number went a lot down. But he had 23 potential assists against the Spurs in a cup game. Yeah, I do think maybe we need to bet LeBron. What's the price for triple double?
Triple double is, let's see, plus 250 at FanDuel. Let's see elsewhere. Best price in market. Let me see when it loads. There's plus 350 if you can. That might be inaccessible. Plus 280, I think, for a widely available book.
Yeah, just I really think about it because like
He'll go for it. I
rebound,
mean,
he had four straight triple doubles, and then he didn't came even close against the Pelicans.
it's the
If
kind of game
Hachimura
where
is
he can
out,
just do what he likes. The Lakers should win. Kind of game he should do what he likes here.
it's absolutely incredible. But the line, like I didn't give it as official bet, and people slammed it, and it moved from minus 125 to minus 146 on FanDuel as we speak.
For the assists.
Yeah.
I did notice that as well. That got hammered.
Guys, don't do it. Wait for me to call it as
Well,
official.
okay. It could be. Yes, that people are betting. It could just be people are watching and listening to the handicap and go, okay, let's move this. It could be a few things. It could be a combination.
We just not can do the official bet.
All you can do is provide information. People do whatever they like with that information after the fact. That's it. But we advise for leans. We advise on triple doubles. That's all we can do here. Okay, I'm looking around. 340 is the best I can find on LeBron triple double. But it's not exactly widely available. Would you play it at 340?
Let me just check something for a second. I'll go to the FanDuel, check something out. Because we could have like big parlay for this one.
Okay.
So what's the price on FanDuel for triple double?
250, I think it was. 250.
Can we combine that with something else? Like
Let's see. Let's try. I'm not sure. If we combine it with like points or something, it's probably doable.
I think like Anthony Davis 25 plus points. I think it's yeah.
For sure we can combine with that.
So yeah, Anthony Davis. Let me just check the leaking numbers without Kessler. I think the rebounds should be as well the spot against the, but there is negative correlation if you yeah. Let's do big second parlay, triple double for LeBron James and Anthony Davis 25 plus points.
All right, there you go, everybody. Another official bet. LeBron James to record a triple double, and Anthony Davis 25 plus points. I'm just gonna build this with like manually adding the LeBron assists and rebounds just to see.
It will be worse. It will be worse. The thing is, when the lines are smashed during,
Yeah, they don't adjust the rest. You
yeah,
can't even
it's
bet
a slightly
LeBron.
better price for triple double.
Well, you can't even bet LeBron 10 plus points. Otherwise, if you bet him 15 plus, you could get it at 351. But we'll
Is there
see.
a game where LeBron doesn't score like 15 plus points? I don't know.
There was one game he barely got 10 and kept that record alive, I believe, earlier on in the season. There was one game.
He was 1 for 9 inside the three inside, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Like last season, let's just this is for fun. Let's check on Props Madness last season when he played 28 plus minutes. How many times did he stay under? So he scored 15 plus in all but one game. 99% clear rate.
Okay.
Only thing he didn't cover was against Miami, when he scored 12 points and went 0 from 6 from 3-point line.
Right.
And yeah,
So,
Miami is the worst, like one of the worst matchup for drive heavy guard wings. And yeah, that's a terrible matchup. We now have like way better matchup
so
for
we can
LeBron.
get a little bit better odds if we do 10 plus assists, 10 plus rebounds, 15 plus points. Would you do it that way, or would you just do the triple double?
I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. We are getting like 0.02, like we are getting like 300 plus 328 with triple double. Evan,
Yeah.
this is 351. I don't think it's worth it. Like,
All right.
even with 99% of the
Okay.
clear rate.
No
So I'll do
problem.
it.
Just wanted to float the idea in the chat. You can do what you like. If you want to do it the other way to get a little bit better price, feel free to do so. As
Yeah,
for the
completely feel free to do so. Like the game against the Spurs was a close game, a cup game, and he ends up at exactly 15. So no thanks.
all right, you don't want to risk it. I mean, it would be a shame if LeBron got a triple double and Anthony Davis got 25 plus points, but LeBron only ended on like, for whatever reason, 15 or 14
So
points. That would
I
sting.
need to talk about Davis in this one.
Yes.
If you take a look at his games when he got 30 plus minutes, this season he didn't cover against Memphis and didn't cover against the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is kind of like those two matchups are the most difficult ones, not even comparable to this one today. He averaged 32 points. Now he gets the Utah Jazz matchup. Utah allows ninth most in the paint, where he scores most of his points. He scores a ton of points as pick and roll man. They are ninth worst, and they are the dead last in transition defense, putback, post ups. So overall, I do think we can get like some correlation on the LeBron assist in transition for AD, dunks, alley oops, and AD is going against Utah Jazz without Kessler, which is huge. Like their rim defense with Kessler and without Kessler are probably two worlds apart. So yeah, I think that's huge.
So that is our third official play of the day. Small slate, but still 3 plays for you guys. The last one being that LeBron James triple-double combined with Anthony Davis 25 plus points. I'll just add that to the chat for anybody who just wants that additional confirmation. There we go. LeBron James triple-double, Anthony Davis 25 plus points, 328 odds. All right, guys, let's get to the questions. Let's get to the chat. If you guys are enjoying the show, please make sure you hit the like button. Support the channel. And if you're new to the channel, please make sure you are subscribed for weekday shows like this. Philip NBA asked earlier about Grant Williams under 11.5 points at minus 115 odds. It's in the Brooklyn-Charlotte game.
He's playing huge minutes, and if you look at his win rate on, like, it looks kind of great spot. But last 3 games he played 35, 30, 31, 38, 31. So we need to look at the games when he plays 30 plus minutes. And then it does still looks like an under, but unders came against the Boston. That was terrible matchup for him. Cleveland, all of these matchups are not that great. So when they double Malmelo, as they will, it will open up a lot for Grant Williams. I don't like him as a player. I think he sucks. I think he should not be able to cover this. But they will probably ignore him on defense and put everything they have on Lamelo, so he could get over this line with 10 wide open looks. Last season when he played 30 plus minutes, just look, for example, like last season when he played 30 plus minutes, since he came to from February and he came to the Hornets, he crushed this line. So you need to take into account that he's playing 30 plus minutes tonight.
It's the follow-up, I guess, would be good here from Leon, who asked about an SGP involving LaMelo under points over assists. If you think that they're going to throw doubles his way, would you look at something like that?
Straight away example, last game against the Cleveland Cavaliers, we can see that he had 12 assists. Why they put 2 on the ball against him every single pick and roll, and so he ended up with 12 assists. But when you look at the points, he also get 31 points and took 29 field goal attempts, even though they sent doubles.
Okay, maybe
yeah,
not the right guy for that.
Yeah, so it's awful. Like the line, probably like that tough one. Like his usage is incredible. So even when they send doubles, he doesn't work. And if you look at his average this season, when he plays 30 plus minutes, like 30 points. Line is 27.5. Matchup is not great, but rough one. We can look at the guards against the. So we can see here they allow second least to pick and roll ball handlers. That means they're putting 2 on the ball, but he'll find his way to score.
All right. So maybe not the correlation we expect from that defense you would see for other matchups. Johnny C asked about Darius Garland over 2.5 threes at plus 115.
That's a weird number, actually.
That is. There's other similar price out there. That's the best in market, though, available at FanDuel.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's just see something. Last season when they played in the regular season, he was over in all 3 games. So usage 8 field goal attempts, 7 field goal attempts, 8 field goal attempts from 3. Yeah, he can do damage against their drop coverage, pulling off for threes, and he'll maybe get 1 to 2 wide open threes from spot up. Yeah, this could be a good bet. For plus 115, he needs like 45% to break even. And yeah, I think this could be a solid spot.
Okay.
I don't like bet threes. Like if he takes 7 threes, this is long-term profitable bet. Like if he thinks he'll take 7, that's smash spot easy. But I do think he'll take 7 against the Boston. They'll switch and he'll need to score from some ISOs, some drop coverages. So let's look at the last couple of games. His threes: 5 against the Hornets, 7 against the Bulls, 4, 5, 5. So 4 and 5 are obviously no go. not good for this one, but he had games with 11, 6, 11. So yeah, Bucks are a good example. Like he had 11, similar drop coverage, but way better defense overall. So yeah, I do think like at plus money this should be a good bet
All right.
because the matchup is just good. I'll just one last thing. Looking like in the playoffs, he was 2 from 8, so it's 8. That's good. 4 from 5, so that's obviously not good, not good enough.
Yeah.
6, 13, 4, kind of mixed. So not my bet, but I do see the value in plus
Right.
money in this one.
Nicholas was asking a couple bets here. First of all, Tatum over 8.5 rebounds, plus 100. Tough one against the Cavaliers, that matchup. Also ask about Mobley over 15.5 points.
Mobley should be in a good spot. They leak paint. He scores all the points in the paint. That's yeah. We saw like Giannis 43 and 30. Yeah, obviously he's not Giannis, but he's scoring a lot of in the paint. He's attacking in isolation a lot. So I think this is probably a good spot for Evan Mobley. A bit better spot for the guard, but Mobley should be in a good spot as well, especially 15 and a half in this important game. The second part is a question about the rebounds for Tatum. I'll just check the games when Al Horford played. So he averaged 7.5 rebounds and over under in 8 out of the 12. So I don't like the over on this one. Last season, I get it. He crushed this in regular season and also in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Maybe he's like
Wow.
sagging off of Mobley, which makes sense. He's not guarding him at the 3 point line, so he's probably like helping a bit inside. I still don't like the bet overall, but matchup wise looks great. Overall number wise, beside matchup, doesn't look that good. So
Okay. So that's where we'll leave it for those ones there. A couple more, then we'll wrap up the show. Leon was also asking about Brandon Boston, who you mentioned on the lines that could come up later, but his points and rebound line is 19.5 with not heavy juice from when I saw it. Is that an angle you would approach instead of just looking at points?
I would prefer like over 13 and a half points. He needs to have like 7 rebounds to this for this to be like an edge on this, and I just don't see like volume with him saying 7. I think his rebound line is 5.5, so I do think he has value to get 6. But yeah, that added additional point to the points and
Mhm.
rebounds. So if he gets 14 and 6, he's still covering, but then he already covered the points. So yeah, I do think 13 and a half should be.
So now two more. I add another one. But Gino asked about LeBron triple double, 80, 25 plus points, and wants to add. I wouldn't use the term safe to describe a bet, but is there anything that you would like if you were to be looking for a third leg for this? You mentioned Dalton Connect earlier. Is
Yeah, he's
that
not up in the slate. Um, Maybe 2+3s for Austin Reeves. His usage on threes is absolutely incredible. If you take a look at his, so he had Pelicans two from 9, Spurs 5 from 9, Memphis 3 from 11, Raptors 3 from 9, 6 from 10, 2 from 9. So he took 9+3s in 6 straight games, 6 straight games. So yeah, 2+ probably threes for Arius is like, as you said, safe bet. But yeah, if you want
uh,
something, I'll,
Reeves
I'll
threes?
probably go
Maybe
with.
1.5, like a 2+ line instead. if you just need to add a third leg. But the
Yeah.
angle from Pips is
Maybe
Austin
like
Reeves threes.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like he needs to play huge minutes. He's playing huge minutes. Yeah, that will be probably my.
All right, last one here. Justin asks about SGA over 42.5 PRA at -105.
Do you think Thunder plays heavy minutes because it's a cup game? Probably.
If they're winning, I think they'll just be. No Wemby. I think this could be a blowout. I think like SGA. He's not going to be like high 30s or anything. I would guess 30 to 34. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They'll send doubles probably on him. DeRozan, Shea, J-Dub didn't do well, but it's with Wemby. I don't know. Like I've overseen that in certain blowouts. Nothing is certain, but huge chance.
Yeah.
Just not worth the squeeze.
All right. Not enough there to want to bet SGA for Pips, but they'll leave it at that. Hopefully some really good information gathered for you guys from the show today. We really appreciate you tuning in. If you did and enjoyed the show, please make sure you hit the like button. If you're watching on Twitter, make sure you drop a like, consider sharing. If you're new to the channel, make sure you come and subscribe to the Board YouTube channel. We're on the road to 4,000 subs. We're here every weekday morning, so long as there are NBA games to talk about, for picks like this from Pips. Here are the official picks from today's show. First of all, in the Spurs-Thunder game, Stephon Castle under 12.5 points, played at -110. You find it -120 or better, that's also fine. It was widely available -110 at the time, though. Denver at Memphis. Jokic is questionable. I personally don't think he'll play, but if he does play, what a spot. Over 9.5 assists, -113 odds at FanDuel. At the time, I didn't realize the 10-plus line was at -110. However, -110 was around as well to find. But still, fine price here if you can play it. Great spot for Jokic. If he doesn't play, it just voids, so we don't have to worry about that. Final bet in the Jazz-Lakers game. Big SGP. LeBron James triple-double. Anthony Davis 25-plus points, +328 odds. This was also at FanDuel. I saw people looking around, finding creative ways to play this bet in different ways and different prices. So something along these lines is definitely fine. We play all of the big SGPs for the show tracking at half a unit. That will do it. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. There should be some more games tomorrow. We're getting the slates we want here. Not humongous slates, not tiny slates. We have a good one coming tomorrow for you guys. So we'll see you tomorrow to cover some more games. Thanks so much for watching.